guys, it's 681 Shadow, and welcome to my episode 20 review of Boku no Hero Academia. Now, if you haven't seen the episode yet, definitely go in the description down below, check out the episode, because it's a very solid episode once again. This series has just been really good so far. Like, definitely, in my opinion, a step up from season 1. So, to get right into the episode here, we start right where we left off, where Midoriya is facing off against Shinso for the first round of the round of 16 of the tournament. So, it's revealed at the end of the last episode where Shinso has his quirk basically revolves around the fact that um that if you respond to him in speech, then you would then basically you get paralyzed, and it's revealed in this episode that his quirk is called brainwashing. So basically, if you respond to him and you get put into that state, you'll do basically whatever he says. So at the beginning of the episode, he tells Midoriya to just start walking out of the ring. So Midoriya is walking out of the ring because he's put under this like spell, which is really crazy considering that Shinso is in general studies rather than the hero course, um but Aizawa makes the observation that the entrance exam was not practical for the hero course, seeing as seeing as it gave it an advantage to people with physical quirks. So people like Shinso with the brainwashing wouldn't be able to they wouldn't be able to do well in that because they would have to fight the Fox robots if you remember back in season 1 for the entrance exam. So um so it shows that because of the unfairness of that test, there's probably some strong people in the other departments of UA. So so as Midoriya is walking out, everyone's like in shock because he's like the star of the tournament and like the whole thing ever since he won the obstacle course, and as he was about to walk out of the ring, he sees he gets a vision of these like shadowed faces that he's never really seen before. But the only one he kind of recognizes, it seems like someone had the face of All Might, but they're all like shadowy, and he couldn't really make them out. But when he saw that, um, then he was able to slightly move his fingers and use One for All to make an explosion to give him a shock that would relieve him from the brainwashing um, because when Ojiro was briefing Midoriya on the brainwash, he was saying how when he like hit someone in the cavalry race, like when he bumped into someone on accident, because of that, then he was able to get out of the brainwashed state, and he remembered what he was doing at that point. So once Midoriya got out, they had a bit of a hand-to-hand combat sequence where Midoriya was trying to push Shinso out. Shinso kept hitting him, but then Midoriya eventually just like threw Shinso over his shoulder and knocked him out. And what was really nice about it was that despite Shinso losing, and he seemed a bit sad about it, but like all the people in the crowd were really praising him, especially and even the pro heroes were praising him because like um like um one of the pro heroes believed that what is it um that his quirk would be great for fighting villains, despite the fact that a lot of people, especially when he was especially before he went to UA, a lot of people thought that his quirk is more of a villain quirk, but because of that, he wants to prove them wrong and become a hero. So now he has more motivation, and he still really wants to get into the hero course, as he did say in his sort of threat in the beginning of the season. But but then Midori goes to All Might. Well, he goes to the nurse, and All Might's in there as well, and he tells All Might about the vision, and All Might tells him that All Might had seen something like that, like when he was younger. So it's definitely a sign that I think All Might said it was a sign of progress for him learning One for All, which is really good because we're seeing Midoriya get better and better at using the technique. Like it's still breaking his body, but he is learning it more and more. So then they go on to the second round, the second match of the round of 16, where we have Todoroki versus Sero. And if you don't know, Sero's the is the guy who's in class A with the quirk that he makes like a tape out of. You can make tape out of like his arms, his hands, and like it was the guy who was like who was on Bakugo's team when Bakugo would just go berserk in the cavalry battle. So that quirk is really good for him because he could make a really good ring out with that, so he could just ring out his opponents. Before the round, when Todoroki was walking to go to his round, he was stopped by his father, who of course is trying to make him stop rebelling, and so Todoroki would actually use his fire side. But of course Todoroki doesn't want to because his father is just using him, and he doesn't want to be used by his father just to surpass All Might for his father's sake. So when they go into the match, Sero uses his tape to try to get Todoroki out of bounds, but because Todoroki is royally pissed off at this point because of his dad, he just like accidentally makes this gigantic ice glacier completely immobilizing Sero, and that leads to Todoroki winning because Sero is unable to move. So that ends the episode. And Todoroki does apologize to Sero that he was angry, but at that point, that's when they end the episode. And in the preview for next week, they show how some of the matches are gonna be happening, like Yaoyorozu versus Tokoyami, Lita versus Hatsume, just some other matches. But I think that not next week, but the week after, I think we're gonna see, or at least start to see, Bakugo versus Ochako, which is actually gonna be. I'm really excited for that match, if I'm gonna be honest. But let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comment section below. And that's gonna be it for this review. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you all next time.